What was the hurry? Because this is not going to come into effect anytime soon. It will certainly only come into effect post 2026. And two, how is this different from the bill that the Congress brought and got passed in the Rajya Sabha?
The opposition has questions and Bharatiya Janata Party and its allies have the answers. Let's go down the memory lane. On 12th of September 1996, in the 11th Lok Sabha, H.D. Deve Gowda had first tabled the Women Reservation Bill, and at that point of time it could not be passed. So for the past 27 years, this particular important issue has been pending, and now here is a Prime Minister who has the courage and who has the confidence to bring it on the table and to say with all conviction at his command that it would be passed, and he has solicited the support of all. You know, these kinds of decisions demand a lot of courage, and I think Prime Minister Modi and his team have shown that courage. Now for the past 27 years, many governments tried to push it, and in fact I am not saying no to the contention of Sri Adhir Ranjan Chaudhary ji when he made the remark, and I was sitting in the Lok Sabha, that the Congress had brought it to the Rajya Sabha. Nobody is saying no to that. On March 9, 2010, it had been brought to the Rajya Sabha by the Congress party, and it was passed by 2/3 majority. But here I would definitely like to say with a lot of pride or lot of happiness that Bharatiya Janata Party at that point of time had fully supported the bill. But you know what? The Congress could not build consensus, and the bill could not be passed in the Lok Sabha. So the point is that something which had not been done is being done now. Big thing is happening,
okay.
And the Congress would try to take credit for it. But the fact remains that here 50% of the population needs to be taken care of. This is a very vulnerable segment of the population. They are extremely important. I am also one of them. The other three friends of mine are also belonging to this segment. And I know how, and we know how important it is, political empowerment. You know, Prime Minister rightly said that yahi samay hai, sahi samay hai. Why did he say that? Because, you know, all these years we had been waiting, nothing happened for some reason or the other. It could not happen. Two reasons are there. See, two ingredients are required for this to happen. Number one, a very strong political leadership, political will, as we say. And number two, of course, the art of building consensus. The government must have the art of building consensus, and I think Prime Minister Modi's government has taken all the challenges. It's like taking the bull by its horns. We are aware of the fact that there are challenges. In the Lok Sabha,
certainly you have a brute majority. In the Rajya Sabha, you're almost near majority. So more than consensus, I guess it's a numbers game. But be that as it may, let me ask Amee Yajnik. You know, this was a bill that was brought by the UPA. You got it passed in the Rajya Sabha. You couldn't muster the numbers in the Lok Sabha. The text of this, at least the meat points in this bill, is almost exactly similar to what the UPA's bill was. Why then are you nitpicking? Why not back such a bill, which is a historic bill, wholeheartedly, without ifs and buts?
Well, first of all, let me tell you that when we got the 73rd and the 74th Amendment, you have seen the success of what has happened to women reservation in local panchayati bodies. Let's not talk about what happened at that time and how it was passed. It was passed with consensus, and you have seen the success of women sarpanchs in the country and how they are contributing to parliamentary democracy. That's the first point. And so when we say that we brought this, we did definitely pass it in the Rajya Sabha in 2010, but it could not be passed in the Lok Sabha. Fine, but you had 9.5 years of majority government, and what did you do? Why did the BJP, if it was so much worried and had so much courage, could have brought it? What did it do for 9.5 years, and why at the back end of this particular period, just before 2024, and you come with a bill? Of course, your intentions are laudable, definitely. You are for women reservation, that's what the bill says, and your tabling of the bill shows. But Why so many conditions and why so many caveats in the bill itself? Why bring conditions that, well, it will happen only after this, only after delimitation, only after there is a census? And when will you do that? Because there has been a demand for census. You have not done it in 2021. It was supposed to be out. We are late in having that. There is no data available. Where is the data? You don't even have a data of how many women who lost jobs post-corona have re-entered the workforce. There is no data available with the government.
So, ma'am, let me understand your opposition. Your opposition is on two counts. One is that why wait 9.5 years to bring this? And two, your opposition is this is not going to come in time for the 2024 elections. Why are we talking about something that could come post-2026? These are your fundamental sort of contentions. So, Sonal Mansingh, please respond.
Why there should be caveats and conditions?
Sure. So, let Sonal Mansingh respond to both those, both those charges from the opposition that look, fag end of this thing, you're just creating some drama, some headline management, some event, and two, it's not going to be activated, it's not going to be implemented from the 2024 election. So, you can very well bring it if and when you come back to power a third term. It's anyway going to get activated only post 2026.
Nine and a half years were not wasted. Thank you for including me in this debate with my wonderful colleagues, my friends also, that so many schemes for women specifically were introduced, also to make women strong economically and socially. Therefore, Janadhana Yojana, Mudra, improving the quality of their lives, Har Ghar Nal, Jal and Ujjwala and toilets and so many things. So the first step was to strengthen their dignity, their power, their earnings, etc. Having laid the foundation, as this is in my understanding, okay, having laid that foundation, now they have come to this, they must have got this bill studied, because once in 2010, every such bill or every such issue has to be revisited. It has to be thought over, because even in 13 years, what all has been done, what has not been done, what are the demands, the new issues, the new points of view, the new attitudes developing in a developing society where women are becoming aware and strong and active day by day by day. I'm sure it took time, it is not done in a hurry. The second thing is that this is for 9.5 years, Second thing is, why now, when it will only, if at all. Yeah. And I say if at all because, I think nobody can predict, but I mean, one can predict with Prime Minister Modi's will, political will, as Aprajita said, and the power to follow the right path, the respect for women, where even the G20 manifesto said, laid emphasis on women-led development. It was a big thing for G20 for the first time. So now, whether it comes in 26 or 27 or 29, but the process has to be started somewhere, sometime.
Okay.
And now is the right time, having laid the foundation, and in their wisdom, let's not always question the political wisdom. And if anyone thinks that this is only politically motivated, I don't think so. Zaka, let me point out the thing that the Hindi, the real thing, is not Women's Reservation Bill anymore. It's the Nari Shakti Vandan Adhiniyam. Fantastic. I love it. What respect, Nari Shakti Vandan, bowing to the women empowerment. So, Prime Minister walks the talk. And let it happen. I'm sure that every party will realize that this is for the greater good. And delimitation and all that. See, 21 was COVID year, if you forget. I myself had COVID. and a very bad one. So that census could not have happened then. And then so many things have been happening. Every moment is the right moment. I think well started with perfectly good intentions, honest intentions will bear wonderful results.